Hi, it's Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book and record to play for you. Today's book is Incredible Shrinking Marvin from 1984. So let's get started.
This is a Marvin adventure story. You can follow Marvin in your very own book. It's simple. When you hear this sound, it means that Marvin is going to the next page. Turn the page and follow him. And now, it's time to begin our adventure. Marvin, I think you're going to have to go on a diet, Jenny Miller said as she put her son in his crib for a nap. If you gain any more weight, I won't be able to lift you. A diet? Oh no! Life won't be the same without ice cream or cookies, thought Marvin, drifting off into troubled dreams. He dreamt he was very hungry, but all Jenny gave him was the smallest bottle of milk Marvin had ever seen. He finished in 2 gulps and held the bottle out for more. That's all for now, Jenny said. Remember, you're on a diet, young man. Marvin watched helplessly as Jenny walked away. But a waste away to nothing, he thought. Hey, what's happening? Marvin was shrinking, and he didn't stop until he was less than a quarter of his normal size. How am I going to get down from my high chair? Marvin wondered. Before long, he had an idea. Stretching on tiptoe, he grabbed the kitchen towel Jenny had draped over the feeding tray and made a parachute out of it. The kitchen floor looked 100 miles away, but Marvin closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and jumped. Right into his dog Bitsy's water dish. Coughing and sputtering, Marvin climbed out and dried off with the towel. He was scolding himself for his poor aim when he heard a sound like thunder. Marvin realized it was Bitsy coming for a drink. Looking for a place to hide, Marvin dove inside an old sneaker which Bitsy used as a toy. Just then, the dog reached his dish and began to lap up water noisily. Marvin thought he was safe, but the next instant found himself lifted into the air. Bitsy had grabbed the sneaker to play, but lost interest just as quickly and dropped it on a living room chair. You have now come to the end of this story. Please turn the recording over to hear the next story. When the coast was clear, Marvin popped his head out of the old shoe and noticed a dish of candy on the table beside him. Oh boy, goodies, he thought, reaching up to sneak a piece. Maybe if I eat some, I'll grow again. But in the excitement, Marvin tipped the bowl and tumbled downward in a colorful shower of candies. He managed to hold on to a few pieces as he fell, but lost them as he bounced off the rubbery surface of a toy drum. Oh dear, fretted Marvin. Where will I wind up this time? He found out soon enough, landing kerplunk in the front seat of his toy truck. It began to move. Marvin wrestled with the steering wheel, but the truck continued on its course toward a towering stack of blocks. Marvin jumped out onto the soft carpet and scurried behind his stuffed bunny just as the truck hit the blocks and sent them crashing around him. He began to cry. Jenny shook Marvin gently.
Wake up, sweetheart.
She whispered.
You must have had a bad dream. Here, take your bottle. That should make you feel better.
Still half asleep, Marvin expected a miniature bottle like the one in his dream. He was relieved to see that it was the usual size and began to drink happily.
You know, Marvin,
Jenny said as she carried him to the living room.
I've decided you really don't need to go on a diet after all. You're a healthy, growing boy, and I love you just the way you are.
Jenny kissed Marvin and put him down on the floor to play with his toys, but his eyes strayed to the candy dish instead. He thought.
If she loves me just the way I am, that means I can keep eating goodies.
He crawled over to the dish and popped a chewy gumdrop into his mouth. Before long, the dish was empty, and in the sweetness of the moment, the diet and the dream were quickly forgotten.
So that was An Incredible Shrinking Marvin from 1984. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment. Have a groovy day. And our next book will be Smurfin' in the Ear.